The city of Beijing is a city that constantly overloads the senses with culture and bombards any tourists with countless amounts of sights and numerous restaurants of exotic nature to recuperate and eat in. Beijing is also an economical center and has healthcare that is heavily invested into. This healthcare has risen the life expectancy of the city up above many other cities. To begin with, my visits to Beijing have been mostly for the sights and the cultural elements. And in those categories, I believe that Beijing delivers significant amounts of culture. Whether it's the famous Great Wall, the forbidden city that's not so forbidden anymore to tourists, Beijing has many sites to visit. Having seen the Forbidden City myself, I can imagine the amounts of awe that other tourists will experience when they come to Beijing. The patriotic and kind people of Beijing are also another reason to go to Beijing. They are easy to have a conversation with and do not hesitate to indulge into their country's history with you if you know a bit of Mandarin. Secondly, the senses are how people experience Beijing, and the senses in the city are constantly being bombarded. The smells of Syrian duck in nearby restaurants and can entice any budding restaurant critic or any stereotypical tourist in. However, the industrial smells of oil and metal can repel the same type of people. Lastly, a well-known magazine, The Economist, has applauded Beijing's non-local healthcare for being well developed and contains many experienced doctors. The city also has a flawless and efficient public transport system. This is an efficient public metro system that is supported by one of the biggest earning companies in the world, China Railway Engineering, which has continuously dumped money and innovation into this railway system. An immediate want to live in Beijing is required because of the raising house prices that might soon easily empty the pockets of anybody who tries to live there. To conclude, some people may argue that Beijing has an artificial sky that is constantly a smog cloud because of pollution, but how can one person be put off the city's incredible livableness, the new word that describes healthcare, the culturist elements, and the economic factors of a city, in which Beijing excels in every category?